All right, folks. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fine day. My name is Caitlin, and today we have our fourth unhaul on this channel. So, if you're new here, welcome. If you're not, you would know that I have books that I have not touched since high school that have been sitting in my basement waiting for me to actually unhaul them. So, I decided that when I started my channel, I was going to make a series going through all of the books so that way it motivates me to finally actually get rid of them. So, without further ado, we have two large bins that we're going to be going through today. And yeah, let's just hop right in. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below what book gave you the biggest throwback in this pile of books. If you didn't like the video, unlike it, then leave a hate comment down below. Not sure what you're gonna leave a hate comment about today, but do it. You know, I haven't seen many people leave one yet. So yeah, you know, I did just get some dislikes on my booktube newbie video. Thank you, finally. Unfortunately, dislikes now, you know, bar my videos from you. So if you don't want to see any more of my videos, go ahead and dislike, but don't do that unless you're done with me, okay? All right, thank you. Let's dive right in. In our first bin of books, we have a running theme from last book unhaul video, and that is Sarah Shepard and the Pretty Little Liars books. So we have a couple more of those in this pile today for you. We have Flawless, a Pretty Little Liars novel, obviously. We have Perfect. We have Unbelievable, as in it's absolutely unbelievable I have so many books. And then we have another copy of Perfect for some reason that is unexplained. I'm not quite sure, not quite positive. And lastly, we have the OG Pretty Little Liars. You know, it's been a while since I've seen this book. I might not get rid of it. You know, it's bringing back all of the nostalgia, the 2010s middle schooler vibes for me. You know, I read these in middle school. I loved them. As you can see, you know, these books are very loved. So let me know down below. I kind of want to reread maybe just the first book, maybe the first three, make a YouTube video on it. Are you guys interested? Let me know down below. If not, I'm going to do it anyway. So yeah. All right, next we have a trilogy that I completely forgot existed. And that is the Alice in Zombieland trilogy. And I really loved these books. You know, now that I see them, I remember, oh my God, these books were some of my favorites when I read them. So we have Alice in Zombieland, Through the Zombie Glass, and The Queen of Zombie Hearts. And I am unsure. Again, maybe we can do a little video rereading a bunch of obscure pieces of literature that I read in 2010s, you know? And I feel like this could be a part of it. Let me know down below. But yeah, they are ruined, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be unhauling them because they're all fucked up. My sister got mad at me one day and fucked up my books. So yeah, not sure if those are going to be getting rid of because, yeah. Anyways, let's just move on. We have this arc of Mortal Heart by Robin Lefevres. We're going to be getting rid of it. Probably in a little library because you cannot sell arcs. We have Spellbound by Rachel Hawkins, which is a Hex Hall novel. Have you guys read this? I read Hex Hall. I remember enjoying them. I don't remember much more other than enjoying the Hex Hall books. Let me know down below. Did you read them? Do you remember anything about the Hex Hall books? Because I don't. Go Ask Alice by Anonymous. Maybe I shouldn't have read this so young. Because, you know, we all develop a little bit of a dependency on something, all right? All right. I shouldn't have been exposed to this at the age I was, but here we are. Let's move on. After Ever Happy by Anna Todd. Again, not my book. I don't like smut. You can probably see behind me, I don't got a whole lot of books that have smut in them. And if they are, they're very minimal. This is not one of them, so we're going to be moving on, getting rid of it. Goodbye. Finally, we have the first book in the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy. This, along with the other two, which were featured in my last unhaul video, link up above, we'll be getting rid of. Hopefully other teen youths, youngsters enjoy this book when they pick it up from wherever I donate this to. All right, next we have The Black Widow Forever Read. I'm not gonna read this. I haven't read it, so we're gonna get rid of it. I have absolutely beautiful Beautiful. You know what? I'm just gonna move on. Wow, this is book pressed. The Ring and the Crown by Melissa de la Cruz. Never read it, going to get rid of it. Beautiful cover. Anyways, Son of Neptune. This will probably be going to my boss's children for after they read the Percy Jackson, you know, first series. Then they can move on to the Heroes of Olympus series. And for that, I only have one paperback for them. But if they want to borrow my hardcovers one at a time, we can make something work. So, yes, let's move on. Next, we have Wolf by Wolf by Ryan Groudon. And I believe this is a book if, like, Hitler won World War II. Who wants to read about that? Not I. I fucking don't at all whatsoever. And it's like if they destroyed Hitler. Like, they were going to destroy him. But, like, I still don't even want to read about, like, if he survived. You know, if he didn't fucking murk himself. Thank God he did. Let's move on. We have Slasher Girls and Monster Boys by a whole slew of people. Not going to read it. Never have. It's a bunch of short stories. I don't like short stories. Let's move on. We have Every Last Breath by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the third book in the Stone Cold Touch White Hot Kiss trilogy. Very different cover. I'm not loving that. But yeah, I don't even know if I ever... Oh my God. This cat is digging in his litter box like fucking no one's business. I'm sorry. Oh, he just took a massive shit. Oh my God, he just took a massive dump. Oh, it smells so bad. You're lucky I love you. Anyways, yes. So Every Last Breath, we're going to get rid of it. He's just playing in there like it's a fucking litter box, or a sandbox, I should say. Anyway, so we have Seeker by Arwen Ellis Dayton. I've never read it. I never will. And we're going to move on from YA fantasy. So, Matched by Ali Condi. This is probably, certainly a blast from the past for a lot of you readers who are big in reading, you know, early 2010s, late 2000s. I'm going to get rid of it. Never read it. We have an arc of Landline by Rainbow Rowell. I have no interest in reading this whatsoever. I never have. I never will. The Crucible by Arthur Miller. I don't know why I bought this instead of just like taking it from my professor when I had to read this, but like I bought it and I never read it and I never will. So we're going to give this to someone else. I hate this book. We have The Battle of the Labyrinth, which is the fourth book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. So this I'm going to be, again, handing off to my boss's children. Great book. If you haven't read it, you definitely should. What the fuck are you doing? Let's move on. The Lying Game by Sarah Shepard. I don't believe I ever read this. So I'm going to unhaul it. Let's move on. And lastly, in this bin of books, I did not know we were missing a collection when we talked about Lux last week. We have Lux the Beginnings. These are the first two books. These are Obsidian and Onyx. Yes, Lux the Beginnings. We absolutely love that. Again, signed. Please see, you know, the last multiple book hauls referring to signed JLA books. But yes, probably going to be keeping these, but don't want them on my shelf. So just like housing them in these bins for now. Now let's repack this bin and we can do our next bin. All right, folky folks. I filmed this video yesterday. Okay, we did the whole way through and it didn't record the entire thing. But the best part of the video, in my opinion, was when I read a passage from this next trilogy that I'm about to unhaul. It's been gaining traction again because the author decided to start writing books to extend the trilogy. All right, and it's been gaining traction. Why? I cannot tell you at all. So, what I'm referring to is Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi, Unravel Me by Tahara Mafi, and Ignite Me by Tahara Mafi, obviously. But you can see I've never annotated a book in my goddamn life, but I thought this book was big-brained when I was 14, 15 enough to go through and tag some of the passages. So I want to go through and read some for you. So that way, if you've never read Shatter Me, you'll save your time and you won't waste it because this shit is corny. Ready? Passage number 1. I just ripped the entire page of that book. Anyways, I spent my life folded between the pages of books. In the absence of human relationships, I formed bonds with paper characters. I lived, loved, and lost through stories threaded in history. I experienced adolescence by association. My world is one interwoven web of words, stringing limb to limb, bone to sinew, thoughts and images all together. I am a being compromised of letters, a character created by sentences, a figment of imagination formed through fiction. Well, Juliet, considering you are a book character, that isn't that big-brained. You are, in fact, a form of fiction, and an annoying one at that. Next, I have to read you one more passage because this shit had me rolling last night, okay? I finally get it now, he says into my ear. I know why Warner wants you. His fingertips are 10 points of electricity, killing me with something I've never known before, something I've always wanted to feel. Then why are you here? I whisper, broken, dying in his arms. Why? 1, 2 attempts at inhalation. Why are you touching me? Because I can. He almost cracks a smile, and I almost sprout a pair of wings. I already have. So if that didn't give you enough information as to why you should never read this fucking book in your entire life, I don't know what will, but I'm unhauling it. Good riddance. Goodbye. Then we have the trilogy, Ruby Red by Kirsten Gier. I really enjoyed this trilogy when I was a youth. I remember reading these. You know, they're kind of tiny. I think they are translated work. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, it's fun. So Ruby Red, Sapphire Blue, and Emerald Green, all by Kirsten Gier. Then we have another trilogy gaining traction once again on TikTok. Again, unsure as to why, and that is the Selection Trilogy by Kira Cass. It's actually a series, but the best ones are the first 3. So we have the Selection, the Elite, and the One, all by Kira Cass, and it's like Bachelor meets Fantasy Prince. And I remember it being fun in high school, but we've phased out of YA here at this channel, personally. Nothing wrong if you haven't, but I personally have, and I'm going to be passing those off to other people. Then I'm not sure what we're doing here, but we have The Heir and The Crown, both by Kira Cass. These books I did not enjoy. I don't even know if I read all the way through The Heir, but yeah, going to be getting rid of these. Again, they're a part of the Selection series, but it's following the first 3, their daughter, okay? It's following their daughter. So, yeah. Again, Bachelorette meets fantasy. YA. There you go. We have Bloodlines by Rochelle Mead. I never read the spin-off of Vampire Academy. I really enjoyed Vampire Academy, but never read the spin-off. Let me know down below if I should read it, when I read Vampire Academy, possibly again. Is it worth it? What do you think? Sound off. All right, so we have a copy and arc of The Shadow Queen by C.J. Redwine. Never read it, never will. Since it's an arc, we will be giving it away in a little library. Then we have the Legend Trilogy by Marie Lu. What a throwback, once again. We have Legend, Prodigy, and Champion, all by Marie Lu. These books were good while it lasted. Someone else is really going to enjoy these, but I am done with these books, quite honestly. So, yes, we are going to be unhauling them once again, like every other book in this video. Then we have Calling Me Home by Julie Kibler. Don't know what it's about. Never read it. Probably bought it because it was 20% off at Target. Let's move on. We have The Martian by Andy Weir, and I think I actually might keep this book. I took it off my shelf when I was in high school, probably because I didn't have the depth in this noggin to read it quite yet. But I'm interested now. I'm a big sci-fi gal, so I'm going to keep this and see if I enjoy it. I will let you know. Another book I think I want to keep is Between the Salt or Salt to the Sea by Rutowski. Yes, I want to keep this. You know, I've heard lots of things about it, and I'm hearing good things about Ruta. So, I want to read this, and I'm going to keep it. Very interesting the way our tastes change and morph from high school to 22 years old. Very interesting. Then we have Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. I don't give a fuck about this book. I don't remember what it's about. So I'm gonna get rid of it. And that's that on that. We have Snow Like Ashes. I don't know what this book is about. Yeah, unhauling it. We have Hexhall and Demon Glass, which are more Hexhall books. Again, if you've read Hexhall, let me know. I feel like I've never heard a whole lot of people talk about these books, but I really remember enjoying them. I feel like with a lot of these, you know, YA, witchy spell type books, I remember loving them, but nothing else about the book. Absolutely nothing else. So, let me know down below. Sound off. Do you remember what any of these books are about? Because I don't. Glory O'Brien's History of the Future by A.S. King. I'm not going to read this. Let's move on. We have The Glass Sentence by Essie Grove, and to be quite honest, like, I need to look up Goodreads reviews about this because I feel like this cover is, like, iconic, and I don't want to get rid of it because of that, okay? So look at, first of all, this dust jacket, which is super cool, super fun and fresh, but look at the actual book cover. Like, that is so sick. You know, I love when books have fun little details like this. So I want to look up the Goodreads rating to see if it's something that would be worth reading for me. But if it's not, I'm going to pass it along. But I absolutely adore the way they designed this book. Even though the dust jacket is a pain in the ass to put back on, that's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We have 4 by Veronica Roth. I am going to get rid of this. Yeah, nope, don't want to keep it. Goodbye. We have Alienated by Melissa Landers. And looking at this cover, let me know what you think. I know the All Too Well video has nothing to do with aliens, but the people on the cover are giving me very much Sadie Sink Dylan O'Brien vibes. Let me know. Sound off down below. I think it does, and I'm living for it, but still going to unhaul it. We have Rebel Belle and Miss Mayhem, both by Rachel Hawkins. I believe I did read Rebel Belle. I believe I enjoyed it. Believe I did not read Miss Mayhem. And I just won't continue on. So I'm going to be unloading these, giving them to someone else to enjoy. All my books are in pretty good condition, so I feel like anyone receiving a used book of mine is going to be a happy gal or guy, or a happy friend of mine. Then we have The Winner's Curse by Marie Rutowski. Yes, I am not sure what this is about. I think it's like kind of beloved back in the day, but I am not gonna read it. I have no interest. So we're gonna pass it along. We're gonna give it away. Get it out of my hands. Unburden me from this. Then we have The Wicked Will Rise and Dorothy Must Die. I don't know why I held them off like that, by Danielle Page. I remember reading Dorothy Must Die, but I don't know if I ever read Wicked Will Rise. And I'll never continue on. So I am going to be getting rid of these 2 books. We have The Young Elites by Marie Lu. And, you know, I sound like a broken record every time we have these unhaul videos. I am done with YA books. Peace and love. Someone else will enjoy it more. So I'm going to be passing these along. Crier's Cross by Lisa McMahon. Don't know what this is about. I know I read it because it's on my Goodreads, but what it's about, I have no clue. So let's move on. We have Splintered by A.G. Howard. Never read this. I think I bought it used from the Strand. That's it. I'm done with this book. And I did not know I had Unite Me by Tahara Mafi. I am not going to read this. As you can tell, I am no longer a fan of the first 3, so there's no reason for me to have this guy, so we're gonna give him away. And lastly, we have an extremely beloved series. I believe it's these 5 books. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's Cinder in the OG covers. Looking at these again, the Lunar Chronicles, I might keep it. Because I really enjoy these classic, iconic fairy tale covers. I like the redos too, but I think these classic covers are really cool. These are by Marissa Meyer. So yeah, Cinder by Marissa Meyer. I might keep it, probably will because they're signed and personalized, but we're keeping them in the bins because we don't have enough room on our shelves. Okay. So we have Cinder, Scarlet, Cress, Winter, and Fairest, all by Marissa Meyer. And that was our last book for this unhaul. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Today was our 4th unhaul, and we still have more books to go. I would say we have 1 to 2 unhauls left before we start actually getting rid of these books. And I will do a series on that too. Take you along with me getting rid of all of these books because, you know, we see a lot of people say they're gonna get rid of stuff, but never actually do. Quite a lot like me. So, in order to keep myself accountable, I'm gonna be taking you along with me. How does that sound? Great. My name is Caitlin. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. What is a book that I shouldn't get rid of? Let me know. If you didn't like this video, unlike it. And then leave a hate comment about anything. As long as it's creative, I don't care. Leave a hate comment. As my professors once said, all press is good press as long as you spell my name correctly. So, you spell that Caitlin. I hope you're having a great day, week, month, year, 2021, 2022, 2020 million. Bye. Goodbye.